lifetime was something. And of course, my fellow countryman Craig Perks using just one putt over those last 3 holes was memorable. Looks like it's heading for the bunker.
So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got away a little bit on that tee ball. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. In red figures at 1 under par. Let's go to the 11th. Now it's a par 5 and a fun hole, Frank. You can make anything from 3 to 7 here.
And that's why, as the start of the back nine, especially on a Sunday, this becomes such a pivotal hole to start a run. Big body of sand down the left side that sometimes the longer hitters can get close to with the tee shot, but really it's the second shot. If you can reach this par 5 and 2, it's a very narrow green. Oh, he is winding this one up. Does he have the power?
Wow, what impact. Absolutely crushed it.
Huge with a capital H.
Moved it a long ways. Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
And they're close, about 8 feet from the cup. This one just requires a little bit of focus. -3 now for the round. Frank, what's so much fun about TPC Sawgrass is the excitement that it generates for a fan and how many different holes there are. 12 is a good example.
Yeah, 12 looks like it's fresh from Scotland. You can see why Pete Dye spent a lot of time over there. The tee shot looks straight away, but the second shot is blind. The shot you'd get in Scotland with a wedge where you just see the top of the flagstick and you've got to really guesstimate on the yardage that you have. But a good wedge shot and someone that can judge their distance, this is certainly a birdie hole.
So the eagle goes begging. He still has this for birdie. So a tester from 4 feet. Drops another birdie and moves to 4 under on the day. One of the great things about this golf course, Frank, a variety of par 3s, different yardages. Here at the 13th, 181-yard par 3.
Yeah, this is where you have to be careful on the tee there. Anything left's just going to be eaten up by that lake. Matter of fact, if you hit one with a little bit of a hook and it catches the mound, it can still kick into the lake. So this one here, just be a little cautious on the tee. Really. This is an awkward length.
That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Putt for par. Needs one. Knocked that down for par. Remains at 4 under. Frank Tiger certainly had his adventures here at 14.
Well, we'll never forget that. Spun it left. In the end, was very, very lucky to get away with 6. Had it been 7, Garcia might have just caught him at the post, but he will, and we will, never forget 14. Ball just took off the face.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank halfway home on maybe the toughest par 4 in the golf course.
Yeah, for some reason, for such a big green, it's always hard to get that second shot close.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Has a hat trick and looking for more. 3 birdies now on the deck. If you're just joining us, we're at the 15th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. 449-yard par 4. Frank, what's in store here?
One of the prettiest tee shots on the golf course, Rich. Once again, you're coming out of a chute of trees. Big bunker down the right side. Really, you want to hug that right side. It gives you a better entry into this green.
Just pulverized that golf ball. Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Well, that's not the way you wanted to start out the backside here.
Yeah, you can't afford from inside 10 feet. You feel like you have to make those, and I mean, they really sting when they miss.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Now the start of the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18. Par 5, 16. Frank, Tiger made birdie here all 4 days in beautiful rhythmic swing right there and right down Peachtree. Frank, there comes a point in every round where a player has to make a momentous decision. This is it. Second at 16.
I think you've got to look at those 2 trees in the bunker down the left side. That second shot has to be hit well enough that they do not come into play. If you can fly this ball sort of some 5-6 yards onto this green, you will have an eagle chance. Well, that's a little absurd, that, Rich. The shot wasn't that hard, but it's come up well short.
Didn't appear committed through impact. Wow, what a shot. Doesn't even need the putter. Frank, not to plant the seed of doubt, but we must deliver the facts here on this telecast. 44 balls in the water a couple of years ago, 28 last year.
Rich, that's the announcer's curse. What will he do?
Frank, we've all been there. You hit one in the water, you're down. How do you regroup?
You've got to start from scratch again. Everybody's going to hit bad shots. That's just the nature of the game. But compounding mistakes, that's the problem that you want to avoid.
So this will be the third shot after taking a drop with the ball going in the water. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now one of the more difficult holes in golf. The 18th here at Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. In 2013, this hole averaged .39 strokes above par. What makes it so challenging, Frank?
Just that big body of water that's to the left of 18 here that's also shared to the right of 9. Not a single fairway bunker on this in this 18th hole. So really, lack of definition. It's so hard to find a target here.
Let's see what the dominant number 1 player can do. Rory McIlroy now on the approach shot. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Now 8 under on the day. Frank, that was an impressive round out there today.
Couldn't agree more, Rich. We've seen some great shots out there, and I'm excited to see how the rest of this tournament plays out.